You're walking down the street. A dog on a leash suddenly pulls toward you, not toward the person next to you, toward you. And it's happened before. More than once. Maybe more times than you can count. You've laughed it off, called it a coincidence. But somewhere in the back of your mind, you've always wondered, why me? Here's what nobody tells you. Dogs are not choosing you randomly. They never were. What they're responding to is something in you. Something most people can't see, but animals feel it instantly. There's a term in behavioral psychology called emotional leakage. It refers to the signals your body sends out before your mind has any say in the matter. Your posture, the rhythm of your breathing, the micro expressions that flicker across your face in less than 1/5 of a second. You don't control these. Nobody does. They are your nervous system speaking its own language. And dogs? Dogs are fluent in that language. They have been for over 15,000 years. The domestication of dogs is not just a history lesson. It is one of the longest co-evolutionary relationships in the story of life on this planet. Dogs didn't just learn to live with humans, they learned to read humans. At a neurological level that rivals, and in some ways surpasses, even other humans. Before we go deeper, I want to offer you something. If dogs consistently come to you, it does not mean you smell interesting. It does not mean you carry treats in your pocket. It means your nervous system is communicating something that most nervous systems don't. Something quiet, something safe. In psychology, we call the state of being genuinely calm, open, and non-threatening a low arousal, secure baseline. It's the opposite of anxiety. It's the opposite of performance. It's the kind of stillness that most adults have actually forgotten how to access. You haven't lost it. That's the point. The dogs are telling you something about yourself that the noise of daily life has made easy to forget. You carry a quiet, and quiet is rare. Now, let's talk about why this happens. At the center of this is a system in your body called the autonomic nervous system. It has two primary states. The first is sympathetic activation: fight, flight, defend. It floods your bloodstream with cortisol and adrenaline. Your muscles tighten, your jaw sets, your eyes narrow slightly. Every cell in your body is braced against something it perceives as a threat. The second state is parasympathetic activation: rest, receive, connect. Your breathing slows, your facial muscles soften, your gaze becomes open rather than fixed. Your body, in a very real sense, invites rather than repels. Now, here is where it gets fascinating. Dogs have a specialized neural pathway researchers call oxytocin gaze bonding. When a dog looks into the eyes of a human they trust, both the human and the dog experience a surge of oxytocin, the same bonding hormone released between a mother and a newborn child. This was confirmed in a landmark 2015 study published in Science by Miho Nagasawa and colleagues. But here's the key detail that study quietly reveals. The dog initiates this response only when they perceive the human as emotionally available. Not dominant, not submissive, available. And emotional availability is not something you decide to perform. It's something your nervous system broadcasts through what neuroscientist Stephen Porges calls the social engagement system. The tone of your voice, the relaxation of the muscles around your eyes, the subtle openness of your chest. Dogs don't interpret words, they read the social engagement system directly, like a radio tuned to a frequency most people have drifted away from. And if dogs consistently find that frequency in you, it means you have not drifted. So what does this actually mean? And what can you do with it? Here are 4 principles grounded in what the psychology tells us. The first, your calm is a signal, not an accident. Psychological research on trait emotional regulation shows that some people are genuinely more capable of sustaining a low arousal baseline in social environments. This is not luck. It is a pattern your nervous system has cultivated, consciously or not. Recognize it as a capacity, not a personality quirk, a genuine, trainable, powerful human skill. The second, animals bypass your performed self. Around other humans, you perform. You manage impressions, you adjust your tone, your posture, your words. This is normal. This is social cognition at work. But dogs have no interest in your performed self. They respond only to your regulated self, the version of you that exists beneath the performance. This is worth sitting with, because that version of you, the one the dog walks toward, is the most authentic version you possess. The third, presence is physiological. Being present is not a philosophy, it is a bodily state. When your mind is replaying the past or rehearsing the future, your body reflects it. Cortisol rises slightly. Microtension appears in your face and hands. Your gaze becomes slightly unfocused. Dogs read all of this. When dogs come to you, it is often because in that moment, without trying, you were here, fully, physiologically present. The fourth, sensitivity is a nervous system feature, not a flaw. Research by psychologist Elaine Aron on the trait she termed high sensitivity shows that roughly 15 to 20% of the population possess a nervous system that processes sensory and emotional information more deeply than average. Highly sensitive people tend to show stronger social engagement system signals, more expressive faces, more genuine micro-expressions, more involuntary warmth. To other humans, this can sometimes feel like too much, but to a dog, it is exactly the right frequency. Here is the simple mental model to carry all of this. Think of your nervous system as a climate, not weather, which changes moment to moment, a climate. Something that has developed over years, a consistent atmospheric condition that surrounds you wherever you go. Most people walk through the world with a climate of low-level vigilance, braced, slightly defended, ready. And there's nothing wrong with that. The world asks for it often. But some people, and perhaps you are one of them, carry a climate of quiet openness, not naivete, not weakness, a groundedness that radiates without ever needing to announce itself. Dogs feel climates. They move toward warmth. They move toward ground. They move toward you. There's an old idea, older than psychology, older than neuroscience, that the natural world reflects something true about who we are, that the creatures around us respond not to the mask we wear, but to the soul underneath it. Modern science has now given us the language to understand what the ancients felt intuitively. Your body speaks, even when your mouth is silent. And what it says, what it has always been saying, is something worth listening to yourself. So the next time a dog walks up to you on an ordinary afternoon, let it. And as you feel that small, wordless connection, remember what it means. Not that you are special in the way the world sells special, but that you are present, that you are open, that somewhere beneath all the noise and the performance and the daily weight of being human, your nervous system is still broadcasting something calm, something clear, something real. And maybe that's been true about you for a long time.